All right, what is up, GOAT World? It's me, your boy JDZ, and I'm back at you with another deck profile from GOAT Grand Prix in Austin. Again, shout out to Bells Gaming in Austin, Texas for hosting this fantastic event. Shaggy Powers, aka Tyler, got top four again. Almost won this thing. He had a great showing, had a great deck, and he's going to tell you guys what he's played today. First off, Tyler, how's it feel to get that top?
It feels good. It feels good. It feels a little bit like 4 is like my unlucky number.
Top 4 worlds.
I get top 4 worlds, 4th 2 years in a row at Sumo Wrestling National Championships. It's just like 4 is where I'm stuck. So hopefully a win's coming soon.
Stay tuned. I'm sure it's going to happen. But tell us what deck you played. Give us and give us a quick breakdown on that.
I kind of sold out today. I know I've had some recent success with Chaos Control featuring Interdimensional Matter Transporter. A lot of people know me for playing Earth Aggro and a lot of different decks. And I decided to play Chaos Turbo. I was like, if I'm going to fly all the way to Austin, I don't have my invite, I really want to get it. So I decided to do just cookie cutter, bread and butter, just Chaos Turbo. So actually,
add some boo sound effects right there. Boo.
You can boo me. My soul feels empty. There's a bit of darkness in my chest, but I did do pretty well today. I played well, and the deck performed very well. Shout out Nicey. This is his deck. This is the Nicey deck. I'm sure you've all seen it now. He's got all the videos on YouTube. Ivan's been playing this deck, so it's not much to say. I'll just walk through it real quick and tell you how things perform.
And I'll put the link. Go check that video out. Shout out to Nicey, the Ghost Yeller or Ghost Whisperer, formerly Goat Whisperer. Now he's the Goat Yeller. Now.
Yep, that's it.
All right, let's see it. Break it all down, Jake.
Yeah, so really standard stuff. Of course, 1 BLS. 2 Chaos Sorcerer. This probably should never change. I wouldn't play 1, and 3 would be way too many. In CC maybe, I don't know. 3 Thunder Dragon, like it's the whole reason you play the deck. Discard fodder, turns your Chaos on, all that stuff. When we get into the flips, 3 Spy. I think this is like pretty mandatory. Recycling this, getting a second one on the field so you can attack direct for 24, or getting this knock to thin the deck is really good. It's also just really beefy. I mean, you can sit on it for a while. I mean, I wouldn't play any less than 3. Then 2 Night Assailant. I'm not on the card D. You still like this though because you play discard traps, and it just, what's really cool about this deck, and Nicey talks about it in the video, is like in older turbo decks you used to run into a lot of problems with your dark count. And this adds 2 more darks to the deck. It's another monster you can set. In this deck, I feel like resolving Magician of Faith, it just happens so much more often because there's so many more cards I can set. And then because I'm not playing card D, I can actually use this card effectively with discard traps or setting it to pop something or whatever. 2 Koichi, train, you play it, it's good. Draw 1, attack for 14, it was good. And then 2 Magician of Faith. This card is obviously really good. Sometimes you even want to play 3. I thought it was great today. Yeah. Tsukiyomi. I think this card's even more important in real life. You run into a lot of control decks. This card's super good. I was actually searching this off Sangan a lot today, especially if I had like Snatch in hand. I was Snatch, Sukin, everybody. This card was really good. Killed a lot of Thousand Eyes. It's just a good card. Sangan, play it, mandatory. Serpent, obviously you play it. Tribe, Breaker. I think all this is mandatory. It's all pretty standard. I wouldn't not play anything. Yeah, I thought the monster count was really good. 20 monsters, wouldn't play more. Or 19, I'm actually not even sure what my monster count is. Whatever it is, but yeah, it was really good. Staples, Trinity, you play it, obviously. Why wouldn't you? Right, then we play 2 Upstart Goblin. The card's really good. I actually was citing this out in time a lot today because it was 40-minute rounds, and it came up, so. But yeah, card's really good to play it. 2 Noblemen, play it, knock everything, Snatch. This card is really good today. Heavy, MST. This card's really good in real life as well. I was end phasing a lot of Scapegoats today. Draw phase, retain priority to hit dust shoots. A lot of people are on dust shoots today. Stopping Snatch Steal, card was really good. And then the 1 Book of Moon, same thing, really good in real life. Good against Thousand Eyes Restrict. Recycling your flips, protecting your Chaos monsters. It was really good. All the spells were really good today. Wouldn't change any of that either. And then the trap lineups where things get a little interesting. 2 Jog. This card is really good for me today. It helps you play through Dust Shoot. Helps you set your hand. I had people like MSTing this thing. Like it was just good. I would play it at 2. I played Raigeki Break. I actually really like Wing Blast, but I've been playing this. And this card's really good for a couple reasons. It didn't come up a lot today, but it's good against a lot of the alt-win decks. And it's nice to be able to hit Chaos Monsters with this rather than spinning it on top of the deck with Wing Blast. It came up versus Anthony Alvarado in the Patreon. I wasn't on this deck, but I killed his BLS with this, and it basically won me the game. So, yeah, I think Regeki Break is just a really good card. And then we play Ring, Mirror, and I didn't play TT. I didn't play it. I didn't really miss it. Maybe it would have been nice to have against Control. But yeah, I think since taking it out of the deck with the Nicey theory, I just don't think you need to play it. I think maybe if more people start doing this, it might get taken advantage of more often. But for now, I think it's fine. And then I played the Triple Dust Shoot. This card's amazing. If you want to win a mirror match, you want Triple Dust Shoot. This card's super good. It's broken. You send everything back. I just wish I could have seen it in top 4 versus AJT, and maybe things would have gone differently. But yeah, that's the main deck. There's really nothing much else to say. It's a good deck. It's Chaos Turbo. Yeah, that's it. Wouldn't change anything else.
Sick.
Side deck. So the Nicey theory is pretty interesting, and it actually worked for me today. And as a Turbo player, because I don't play a lot of Turbo, I feel like I struggle a lot against Warriors. And even with testing this deck, I thought I was still having a hard time, but today I had one Warrior matchup, and I won pretty easily post-side. So after getting steamrolled game 1. 2 Zombyra. I don't like this card in Control. I was playing it in Patreon, and I didn't like it at all, but today it was really good, and I think it's actually just really good in Turbo because like you can just summon this and you don't have to attack. It's like a spy that you just summon and it can't get knocked, which is really nice. They can't get over it. They have to like waste Exiled on it and stuff like that. It's just a really good card. That's it for monsters. And then we have like all these other cards that we side for Warrior. Triple Solemn. I only brought this in versus Warrior today. It was really good. It won me a game where a guy tried to heavy storm me, which was nice. It's nice to combat with their Solemns. It helps you play around Dust Shoot, set your hand. It's really good. Triple Sakuretsu Armor. I mean, this is mandatory. I don't know how you're beating Warrior post-side if you're not playing 3 Saku. And also, today, I was siding this in versus Control a lot. I sided this in versus Control almost every time. Dust Shoot, I was siding out a lot for these cards. I would side in some other stuff too, but this card is really good versus Chaos Control, especially in this deck when we're not siding like Asura Priest, the second Tsukiyomi, multiple Book of Moons. This card's just really good. But yeah, versus Warrior, it's mandatory to play at 3. And then we also play, of course, the Swords of Revealing Light. This card was really good today. This card's also really good in time. This came up a lot in time. This card was beast. I was siding this in versus Control because they're siding in Kaikus and a bunch of stuff. This helped me win a game versus Gary G in top 8. Shout out Gary G. Card's really good. I think you have to play it. And then for the Turbo Mirror specifically, 2 Mind Control. It's Mind Control. Take their faith. Take their Chaos Monsters. It was really good today. I was siding it sometimes in versus Control depending on what was going on, what the situation was, what I was seeing. But this card was really good. Alright, and then Card Destruction. I had it in the side. I never sided it in. I think I sided it in time once, but I never saw it. But yeah, it's really just for Panda Burn. Because Panda Burn, you want to just get to all your blowout cards as fast as possible. That's when you side this in. And then 2 Dust Tornado. Oh my gosh, do I wish this was Mystic Walk today. Wow. Yeah, so the theory is like, Mystic Walk's like, oh, it's obviously good versus Burn, but like if you're playing good, you don't need Walk. So I like to think I'm good. So I just decided to listen to what Nicey does and played the 2 Dust Tornadoes. But 40-minute time rounds, the amount of people I saw today lose to Mystic Walk in time was insane. So I would have much preferred these for Mystic Walks today, just for this event, because 40 minutes is really crazy. All games are going to time, and then the 3rd Regeki Break. Yeah, there's not much else to say about this deck. Like, if you want in-depth analysis on why this deck is good, I would watch Nicey's videos. He goes into depth in like 6 episode parts on the deck. It's super nerdy, but it makes a lot of sense. And then Ivan is also on this series. Ivan's my turbo coach, so I played the deck he told me to play, and it worked out, getting 4th or top 4. Yeah, so
nice.
That's the deck.
All right. Anything else? Any other special shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, of course. Definitely shout out Ultra Instinct. the most supportive and loving group of people I've ever had the opportunity to come across in my life. I can't even begin to say how grateful I am every day for being lucky enough to have been stubborn and silly enough to start a Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling team and for it to become what it is. So shout out each and every one of you. I'm grateful for you. I'm just, everything you do, I wouldn't be here without you, so I'm grateful. Shout out Ivan, obviously. He's helped me a lot with Chaos Turbo. Wouldn't be here without all the stuff he tells me. You know, he reviews my replays, all that stuff. Shout out all the War Leaguers that pulled up today, all the online people, AJTBLS, obviously JDZ, one of my best friends, Mercenary V, Gary G, Winter Reese, Grace, who else was here today? Beast Beats was here today. Shout out Beast Beats. He topped on Earth Aggro, which is awesome to see. There was a lot of War Leaguers, so that was pretty cool. And then I guess I'll give shout out to everybody else that supports me. You know who you are. I can't think of everybody, but and last but not least, I'm gonna shout out my wife. She's the best. I can't believe she lets me come to these things. She's super supportive. She's been texting me all day, asking me how I'm doing. Guys, if your lady is letting you come to these events, if she's letting you play on Saturdays in GFCs and all this stuff, when you got a War League match and all that stuff, you need to let her know, like, you appreciate her. Like, seriously. Guys, girls, whatever. You gotta, like, they need to know. Like, we get to play this stupid, silly game. Like, yeah, just shout them out. Shout out the wives. Shout out the girlfriends, the boyfriends, the whatever. Everything. So, yeah, I don't know. That's it. That's what I got.
All right.
I'm out.
All right. We'll leave it at that. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the spouses. All right, Shaggy. Congrats again on the top, brother.
Shout out Florida.
All right.